Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's DJ Jewel from Jewelbox Radio. Today we have a good show coming up. I got QuickSparkMedia on the show. They're going to be giving us media advice and tips about networking, and I have Sexy and STL coming on. They're going to talk about their TV show and the relaunch of it, so tune in. DJ Jewel, I got QuickSparkMedia in the building right now. We're getting ready to talk to them. How y'all doing?
Good, great.
Great, how you doing?
Great. So let's tell the people a little bit about QuickSparkMedia.
QuickSparkMedia, well, we are a full-service internet marketing firm. We help people use the internet to drive traffic to their website, to use social media outlets as well to market their business. Anything on the internet we can do. Video, event coverage. We also do pay-per-click, email campaigns, you name it. Anything that helps your business interact with your customers before, after, and during the process. We can help you do that.
Okay, so you guys got lots of clients right now and just building stuff up right now, giving out advice and all that other kind of stuff. I know y'all be giving me advice sometimes.
Yeah,
so what is some key advice that you guys give as far as marketing? Like the main things that people must do.
The startup phase is always to build a strong brand. You definitely want to start with a brand that actually resonates to the audience, your target marketing and demographics. So you want to make sure you have that as your central starting point, and then you build from there. And again, like George mentioned, everything from the online universe, and we have a partnership with Clear Channel as well to help amplify our services too.
The most important thing too is that you understand that the internet is the new word of mouth. So regardless of whether you interact with your clients online or not, they are talking about you. So we want you to understand that reputation management and staying interactive with your clients and dealing with those bad ratings and things like that are very important. Not just seeing how many people you can get come to your website or how many new leads you can get, but it's about how are you keeping your client happy for the long run, because one Facebook post can be detrimental to a small business.
Okay. So we're going to come back with more. You guys keep it locked. Alright, we're back, Jewelbox Radio. I still got QuickSparkMedia in the building with me, and they're going to give us some tips. So, the first tip, or the first question is, what are 5 big myths about marketing, about internet marketing?
Well, the biggest myth is that people think that because they have a website that they actually have a web presence, when there's actually a big difference between the two. A website is just something that you put up to legitimize your business, but a web presence means that you have other arms like an octopus reaching out to the rest of the web, and that includes your social media buttons. That means a blog and those things that draw attention to your company or your individual or your vision. So you got to look at the whole picture to figure out what a web presence is and do a good evaluation of what you're doing and where you stand. Another thing is that a lot of, and it's our own fault in the business, we think that we can put everybody on the first page of Google. But guess what? I can get you on the first page of Google, but if it's for the wrong thing, then it's not going to help your business. It has to be researched very well and make sure that people are, getting you on the first page of Google for what's going to drive the right client to your business. The biggest myth is everybody think they can do it themselves. Most people think they can just get out here and build a custom Facebook page and, they'll build a website and, that movie Build It and They Will Come, that came from Field of Dreams, not Field of Reality. Field of Reality says you have to do something to make people come to your site. You have to do things to make people come to your web page or your Twitter page or your Facebook. You have to actively do those things. I guess another myth would be like people think it's immediate gratification. Marketing in internet is a sustained plan. It's a long-term plan. You just want to make sure that you don't just go out here and think that I'm going to get all these likes or all these, and then what are you going to do with them? How are you going to market them? How are you going to approach them? How are you going to optimize them? So the immediate gratification is one thing, but it has to be a long-term sustained plan. The sweet spot is really 6 to 12 months. And another thing, people think flashy is good. The prettier it is, the more emotion it has, and all that other stuff really doesn't make it. Is it interactive with your client? Is it what they want to see, or are they getting the information that they're coming from? those are the things that you want to look. Just because your website looks good doesn't make it functional. So I guess those are the 5 biggest things that we have to, that we tell our clients, and we try to make sure that they get it.
Okay. Well, thank you. That was really good. Y'all agree?
I agree.
Amen.
That was good.
I got an amen in the
Really
building.
good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that deserves an amen. It really did. And so, what are the 5 keys to marketing?
The 5 core keys to internet marketing is everything's based around content and having really strong content for all the different media outlets, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. And then 2 would be actually having a strategic plan to promote that. So having something incrementally, whether it's on a monthly or every other month basis, so you're constantly ramping up your like again your lights and your all your media outlets. And then we also do split testing on all of the outlets as well too, to try to see what's working. So we have monthly action plans, and we'll revisit and reevaluate what's working. So every client is different, and every business model is different. So we make sure it's tailored to their business needs. And again, we always talk about hiring professionals, because a lot of times, again, as George mentioned, the do-it-yourselfers, people who think I can do my own website, I can do my own IT or whatever service that they can provide, but you lose a lot of time and downtime with efficiency and not doing it the right way. You want to make sure it's done right, because whether you're a small business or a mid to large size business, you want to make sure what you are doing is time is money. So you want to make sure you're being the most efficient with your time.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, it's really just seeing the
Someone has to man the ship.
yeah.
You gotta always have to man the ship. You wouldn't get an 800 number and not have an operator.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you gotta have somebody to man the ship. Somebody's got to actually be there at the time the time that somebody gives you a bad rating on Yelp or something like that. You want somebody to alert you.
Right.
So you want to have somebody there manning the ship at all times. So that's what having an outside firm gives you, that ability to have someone that can react to the clients and interact with the clients at all times. And that's the reason why a lot of the larger businesses are putting a lot of money into it and hiring people on staff, to be there to deal with the clients' reactions.
Okay. So, what sets QuickSparkMedia aside from all the other media companies?
I think our business model, first of all, is the biggest thing, is because we're a one-stop shop.
Okay.
We are a real firm. We're not just a couple of guys running out here trying to, drive the car and fly the plane and, fill it up with gas and do all the maintenance. We have a full service plan. We have 14 individuals that are dedicated to doing what they do best.
Okay.
And that allows us to, have a wide array of things that when our client says, I want to do video this month, but next month I want to do radio. We can do that.
Okay.
I want to do, so that business model of ours sets us apart in that way.
Okay. Okay, so give us like a quick example. Say Sexy and STL comes to you.
Hey, Sexy and STL in the house.
And you guys have your first meeting, so then what happens? Like, what do you ask them?
The first step would be to actively listen to their plan, because again, it's always about the client and what they need at that time.
Okay.
So it's actively listening.
So say they want more people to watch their show,
Mm-hmm.
and
The biggest question would be who? What people do you want to watch your show?
okay.
Where are they? How do we find them, and how can we help get them to you?
Okay.
One of the biggest questions we ask is, what are your goals? What is your vision?
Okay.
Because in order for us to, one of our core values is that, it's your vision, but it's our creativity.
Uh-huh.
And so in order for us to to marry our creativity to your vision,
Mm-hmm.
we got to know what your vision is.
Right. Okay.
So that's one of the biggest questions.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna come back with more, and I know y'all got some things kind of along with you guys are hiring as well, and you guys got books coming out.
Yes.
All right. Y'all keep it locked. Joe Box Radio.